Hello, it's Amanda with Tat Mama and the Beg Brigade. I am so sorry that it's been so long since I have recorded a video. I do want to offer up an explanation as to that and hopefully get back to some sort of schedule. I've never had a schedule since I'm creating this channel, so because I'm still so new to everything, I haven't really sat down and really just created a schedule and a format for anything, because it's just mainly for fun. Anyway, and for information purposes to anyone else out there that may be struggling with mental health or may be interested in loom knitting or collecting yarn or whatever the case may be. Anyway, for those of you that are not very close to me, I will give you a kind of a rundown of where my health is and why some days are good versus bad, very bad. 2012, I was diagnosed with uterine cancer. And if you're a woman, you know what a uterus is, and you know that uterine cancer is very, very bad. This runs in my family, and so I knew that it was coming. And what I didn't know is that after the hysterectomy, that my body would go into a hormone withdrawal, and the loose grip I had on my sanity and things that I didn't know that I was suffering from just all of a sudden just took over my life. I didn't know that I had bipolar disorder. Not a really severe case, but enough to disrupt my life and to start causing chaos in my life and causing me to do things that normally I would not do. And nothing criminal, just things that normally I wouldn't do, that were completely out of character for me. But they caused me to lose a really good job, not being able to hold a job. My body started attacking me. In 2014, I developed a condition in my legs called lymphedema, and if you've never heard of it, it's quite painful. When they did my full hysterectomy and took everything, they also damaged my lymph nodes. Lymph nodes are your body's filter, and the lymph nodes that they damaged are the ones that circulate the fluid in my lower extremities. And when they damaged them, they kind of laid there dormant, unbothered, until I fell in a grocery store. And I fell on my legs and landed on my knees. And shortly thereafter, my legs started swelling and swelling and swelling, and eventually looked a little bit like the Michelin Man. That's the only way I know how to describe it. I'm not making light of it. I'm not making fun. It's just the only way I know how to describe it. Anyway, it's a very painful condition. It causes me to walk off balance, therefore I end up walking with a cane. So that was 2014 that I came with this condition. Well, 2016 I had a mental breakdown, and I ended up spending about 4 days in a mental institution because I wanted to self-harm. And I, being a very determined to survive person that I am, I voluntarily went and got on medication from the counseling that I was already getting at that time, because things weren't quite right. And I was diagnosed with a mild form of bipolar disorder, PTSD, and anxiety disorder, and social anxiety. And this caused me to have to be on a bunch of medications, and this was in 2016. I spent about 4 days in the hospital, and I came home, and for the most part, it's been a steady progression of improvement. And today, all these years later, mentally, I'm in a really good place. Mentally. And for the most part, most days, I stay in that good place. As you can see in previous videos, I'm a very upbeat, funny, outgoing person. I love to joke. I think I must have been a comedian, or maybe missed my calling as a comedian. I don't know, because I can make a joke out of pretty much anything. I'm not going to make jokes in this particular video because I just want some understanding of what I've been going through. So getting my mental health on track was paramount. And of course, then I started having more physical issues pertaining to the hormone withdrawal from my body. And I ended up being diagnosed with having osteoarthritis in my spine and bone spurs on my lower back. And this is not fun. This is pain. This is pain I didn't need on top of the lymphedema. The lymphedema, the only way to really treat it is with compression. And I have a compression machine with these big boot things that I zip up my legs, and it pushes air around my legs and kind of it keeps them from getting any worse, basically. And that between that and wearing these little sock things, that's about all I can do. It's not curable, it's just treatable. And so I have that, osteoarthritis, bone spurs in my spine. And then this year I got diagnosed with COPD. I didn't know I had that. I've never smoked a day in my life. No one in my family smokes, except for my younger sister, who I have zero contact with. I don't even, but I did have some childhood issues with my lungs. So, and then I had some bronchitis in recent years. So I guess it probably, just kind of over the years, damage upon damage from other factors, not smoking factors. I don't know. I missed the appointment with the pulmonary doctor this week because of my legs. I couldn't get in and out of the shower because my legs were just killing me and I couldn't stand. So I had to reschedule that. And of course, that's a month out. But so when I get to a pulmonary doctor, I'll know more about what's going on with my lungs and the COPD. But these are the reasons why I struggle to be on a schedule with my filming and with my videos. I'm hoping the more specialists I get to, I'm also supposed to be getting referred to a rheumatoid arthritis specialist, and hopefully they'll know whether or not I have fibromyalgia, which is a syndrome. It's not a, anyway, if I can get diagnosed with that and get the proper treatment and get everything lined up with my health, then I should be able to set up a regular schedule and do right by you all who have so graciously decided to subscribe to my channel. And I really, really greatly appreciate that. It means more than I could even say that anyone, much less nearly 30 people, would subscribe to a channel just to hear me talk or make jokes or talk about yarn or talk about looming or art or whatever. It means a lot, because when you come from where I come from and you have as little as I have in the way of social interaction, it's a lot. Anyway, well, that's an update. I go back to my regular doctor early next month, and I go back to the mental health doctor this coming Thursday. He did switch one of my medication the last time I saw him, which was a few weeks ago, and that has done wonders. The shakes I was having in my hands have all but disappeared. So I've made progress with learning how to crochet. Yay! Because I more than anything want to learn how to crochet. I'm really decent at loom knitting, but I really, my heart really wants to crochet because I just love it. I just think it's one of the most beautiful arts besides painting that a person could do. Anyway, I love y'all. Thank you so much for bearing with me. And if you're still watching this, I really love you and God loves you. And please consider adoption as far as your next fur baby, because there are so many in the shelter that are looking for someone just like you that need someone just like them. Okay? Anyway, keep me in your prayers. I will certainly keep you in mind. Bye.